We did have a limited roster of weapons to work with. Most shooters out there have 2-3 times our initial roster of weapons. So when we were, well, it's a little off. When we were looking at kind of how to work with that, we wound up adding a few weapons. Specifically, we added the semi-auto rifle and our burst rifle, which I might have misspelled there. There we go.
Fuck the police coming straight from the underground. A young nigga got it bad 'cause I'm brown.
Again, we had a small roster, so we also wanted to make every weapon unique, make every weapon feel great, and make them kind of all important. So to do that, we took each of our primary weapons that we thought we could really balance well around and fit them kind of to a specific role. Burst rifle close range, semi-automatic medium range, our hunting rifle was long range, and our bow was kind of our stealth weapon. And then we added silencers to really help people who wanted to play that stealthy role. And as I said, we liked to make each weapon feel unique, and one way that we did this is we would think, how can we kind of subvert common tropes about weapons? A good example of which being our burst rifle, which most burst weaponry in shooters nowadays is kind of like a long-range weaponry. Ours is close range, and that worked out really well for us. Not everything worked out that well. When we first were starting with the burst rifle, we said, hey, it'd be cool. Why don't we make it 5 shots instead of 3 shots? It'd be pretty fun. And you kind of get stuck into, let's see if it's still choppy. Still choppy. You kind of get stuck into your shot when you're doing that. Players didn't really like that feeling of being locked in. They felt if they were missing, they kind of were penalized a little too much. So we went down to 4 shots. Still didn't feel great. We upped the rate of fire. Didn't really feel like The Last of Us. Guns felt a little too automatic. Went back down to 3 shots, and it turns out sometimes the conventions work best as they are.